Right now, one of the biggest rivalries between two major American airlines is unfolding in real time. One of them is part of the big three of U.S. aviation. The other is a low-cost carrier that abandoned its own model and now wants to become a serious name in the legacy market. In 2025, a single airport did something no other major hub, not Atlanta, not Denver, not Charlotte, has ever experienced. Phoenix Sky Harbor hosted two mega airlines sharing the same space, the same terminal, and almost the same passenger. American Airlines moved 20.89 million people. Southwest Airlines moved 17.20 million. The gap between them? Just 3.69 million trips in an entire year. In Atlanta, Delta holds 79% market share. In Charlotte, American holds over 90%. In Denver, United dominates comfortably. In Phoenix, two giants are technically tied inside an airport that was never designed to sustain this kind of confrontation. For 44 years, this balance worked because each one sold something different. In 2025, that ended completely. So the question Phoenix is asking for the first time in 4 decades isn't which airline will grow more, it's which one the airport can still afford to keep. Phoenix Sky Harbor is the 11th busiest airport in the United States. In 2025, it processed more than 52 million passengers, a number equivalent to the entire population of Spain crossing its runways in 12 months. Terminal 4 alone handles more passengers per year than the entire airport of Boston. Phoenix grew so much that it became a victim of its own geography. The airport sits boxed in between mountains, residential areas, and Interstate 10. There's nowhere to expand. There's no land available for a fourth runway. There's no room for another concourse beyond the ones that already exist. And even so, Phoenix hosts two complete hub operations at the same time. American operates with a pilot base, maintenance crews, and a connection center for the entire Mountain West. Southwest operates with a flight crew base, its own maintenance hangar, and a concourse built specifically for its 737 fleet. It's as if Atlanta had Delta and United operating inside the same building, with the same fleet, selling to the same passenger. It's not sustainable, but it worked for 44 years. Today, we're going to analyze why Phoenix became the most unstable airport in the United States. We're going to look at 3 things. First, how two airlines with opposite models managed to coexist for 4 decades without destroying each other. Second, what changed in 2024 and 2025 when Southwest abandoned its identity that kept it different. And third, why only one of the two can stay in Phoenix, and which one has more to lose if it walks away. Here's what the two airlines don't openly announce. In Phoenix, they operate 3 completely different economic models that are now colliding. Mechanism 1, the destination economy. American serves 101 destinations out of Phoenix. Southwest serves only 55. On paper, American should dominate, but Southwest is the market share leader in 6 of the 15 largest origin and destination markets in Phoenix. American leads in only 2. That means Southwest is winning on the routes that actually matter financially, even with half the network. Mechanism 2, the passenger economy. American has a load factor of 85.23%. Southwest operates at 79.20%. American carries more connections, passengers who are just changing planes in Phoenix. Southwest carries local customers, people who live or work in Arizona. One type generates full ticket revenue, the other generates fractional revenue per segment. 2 different financial machines running side by side. Mechanism 3, the infrastructure economy. Southwest has owned its own hangar in Phoenix since 1992, the airline's largest maintenance center in the country. American inherited its footprint from the 2013 merger with U.S. Airways, which itself came from the 2005 merger with America West. Southwest pays maintenance in-house. American pays maintenance as a legacy hub adapted from 2 consecutive mergers. The cost per flight gap, according to public industry data, can reach hundreds of dollars per operation. Multiplied by thousands of monthly flights, that becomes the difference between profit and loss at the hub. Phoenix has already seen this equation break once. In 2005, America West merged with U.S. Airways. The new airline inherited the Phoenix hub and promised to keep it as a centerpiece of the operation. 8 years later, U.S. Airways merged with American Airlines. The new American promised again that Phoenix would be strategic. In 2024 and 2025, Southwest did something nobody in modern American aviation history has ever done. It voluntarily abandoned the model that made it unique. For 50 years, Southwest was the airline of free bags, of first-come, first-served boarding, of open seating, of radical simplicity. In 2025, it announced the end of free checked bags. It announced assigned seats. It announced traditional boarding policies. In a single decision worth billions of dollars, Southwest became exactly what it swore it would never be, just another conventional airline. The logic is cold. Bag fee revenue in the United States exceeds $7 billion a year across all carriers combined. Southwest had been leaving that money on the table for decades. Wall Street pressured, the board folded. But here's the unusual twist. Southwest kept one detail nobody noticed right away. It still operates point-to-point across most of its network. It never built mega hubs like American or Delta. Even while charging like a legacy, it operates with the logistical efficiency of a low cost. It's a hybrid that has never existed before in American aviation. The vulnerability is obvious. If Southwest charges like American but doesn't offer American's premium product, lounges, long-haul first class, a robust loyalty program, who is the passenger going to pick? And in Phoenix, where the two are face-to-face, that question becomes reality every single day. And while American tries to defend its only hub in the West, Southwest has something American doesn't: alternatives. Dallas Love Field is Southwest's original base, with legal restrictions that block direct competitors. Midway in Chicago is dominated by Southwest with more than 90% market share. Denver became an aggressive Southwest growth hub over the last 5 years. If Southwest decides to scale back Phoenix, it redirects capacity to 3 other already consolidated hubs. The national network survives intact. American doesn't have that safety net. Phoenix is American's only significant gateway to the entire Mountain West. Without Phoenix, American loses access to secondary Salt Lake City, loses connections to small interior California airports, loses the corridor to Las Vegas and Reno. The asymmetry is brutal. Southwest can leave Phoenix bruised, American leaves mutilated. In May 2026, Phoenix recorded 3 consecutive days with more than 300 delays. Southwest has already started cutting flights to Chicago and Washington. American hasn't cut anything because it can't. Phoenix is betting everything on a coexistence that no longer adds up mathematically. 2 mega airlines sharing an airport that was built for one. 2 economic models that used to be complementary and are now identical. An infrastructure operating at absolute capacity every single day. There is no plan B for American. There's plan B, C, and D for Southwest. The race is started, but the 2 airlines aren't running in the same direction. One is running to defend what it has, the other is running to decide whether it still wants to be there. The 3.69 million passengers separating them today are the last margin before the equation flips. And when it flips, Phoenix stops being the airport of 2 airlines and becomes the airport of 1. The only thing left to find out is which one. Until next time.